Thanks for tuning in to Wine and Nine, a weekly wine night discussion. We're your hosts. I'm KG. Next to me, the lovely Jen and Jerry Joseph.
Hey.
Hey.
So I'm going to go ahead and lead us off into our wines tonight. This week I have chosen a Cabernet, which should be no surprise to you guys. This is from Imagery. Jen is going with a Peach Moscato from Rico. And KG is choosing Woodbridge. Chardonnay?
That's a Chardonnay, yes sir.
Yeah, okay.
Robert Mondavi.
Great. And this week we have our friend Allie with us, and Allie's going to be leading us off in our toast. So Allie, what are we going to be toasting to?
So we're going to be toasting to, today would have been my dad's 70th Father's Day, but he passed away last year, so we'll be toasting to Buki.
Buki. Okay. Cheers to Buki.
Appreciate you, sweetie. It's a Buki.
Cheers.
I chipped my tooth on that. I hit my tooth. All right.
That's pretty good, man.
Yeah. You like yours?
I do.
I've had that before. I feel like it's kind of a gold standard, you know.
No complaints. It's pretty good. Funny enough, my favorite wine, period, is Robert Mondavi, the cab version. Mm-hmm. This one, if I'm being honest, it doesn't quite hold up to that one, but it's still pretty good, though. I'd give it about a 2.5, 2.7. I'd say about a 2.7. Yeah. On my obvious scale, what, 0 to 5? Moderate.
Yeah. It's nothing to write home about. That's what I
Yeah.
think when I've had it. Yeah.
How do you feel?
I really like mine. So mine is obviously peach flavored. It definitely smells like peach. I think what I would pair this with is really, and not to be funny, but probably just like a bowl of fruit, honestly. Like poolside, eating a bowl of fruit. But yeah, so I don't know, it's really good. It's really crisp. I'm enjoying it. I think I'm going to finish the whole bottle by the end of the episode.
Think so?
Yeah.
All right. That's a challenge? Well, I think this one is... It's almost like water. I mean, not that that's a bad thing. I love water. I drink a lot of water. But it's extremely light for a Cabernet. Very easy to drink. I really wouldn't think of crisp, as smooth, as being a term that I would describe it as, but more so crisp like water.
How the tannins? They'll leave an aftertaste like.
Oh, almost none. And I think that's why it is so easy to drink. Yeah. Not bad though. I mean, I could see this. This would be my poolside wine. You know, I wouldn't drink a lot of wine on the poolside, but if I did, I could see myself going with something like this, something that's easy to drink. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel like, it just requires a lot. Just smooth and easy. Yeah, really easy, really light.
The aesthetic of your wine bottle gives me like wedding vibes, like really, clean, classy wedding.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, I like how minimalist it is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, super cool. Another California wine, no surprise.
Mine's Italian.
Yeah. Oh, Italian.
Yeah.
My bottles for the weeks to come are from other places as well, so I'm excited to share those.
I've been really trying to do that as well, but then I saw this bottle, and I don't know, it just kind of spoke to me. Just, I like my clean, simple kind of stuff, aesthetic stuff. All right.
Okay, so this week we're going to answer a few hypothetical philosophical questions that we think are important and are going to be something that we are going to have to dive in deep to answer within our own morals, beliefs, and standards. So we have our friend Katie, who is going to be asking our questions for us.
Say hey to everyone, Katie.
Hello.
So what's our first one?
All right, first question. Is it better to be liked or to be respected?
Respected. Y'all disagree?
No, I agree.
Better to be liked or respected?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I can see both sides. I guess because I'm such a liked person, it'd be kind of weird not to be liked.
This guy.
I mean, being for real, like when someone says I don't like you, I'm like, I don't understand what you're saying.
I don't think has anyone ever told you that?
I really can't say.
No one's ever told me they don't like me to my face, but people have been like, hey, this person really does not like you. And that's okay, because I guarantee that person has a lot of respect for me.
Well, what does respect mean to you?
Respect just means that, you know, you understand that I have my place and I have my boundaries, and those boundaries are not to be crossed or tampered with. And although you might not like me and how I carry myself and how I handle situations, you're going to know that I handle mine, and you're going to respect that. So even though people don't like me, they're going to know that I take care of myself and I carry myself in a way that I am not easily taken advantage of. And I think that's important to me, because I spent most of my life wanting to be liked, and that led me to be this big pushover, and my energy was drained. And then I switched to being someone who demanded respect, and I watched how people in my life fell off, and rightfully so, because they had no respect for me. So it really, if anything, it made my life so much better.
I think it depends heavily on your life perspective too. I'll say this, and I guess in regards to what you're trying to do, because being liked, it can have great utility.
Yeah.
Like nobody wants to be around an asshole, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I guess for me, being respected is a necessity. Being liked is almost like it's the icing on the cake, you know what I mean? Hell yeah, you want to be liked, but you have to be respected.
I think the goal is to have both.
I mean, I think if you like someone, wouldn't you just naturally respect them?
No. No.
People don't work that way?
No. Not at all, man. Now, I wish that were the case.
I mean, I respect everyone.
It's actually the opposite. You're probably more prone to not respect people that you like.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you have like this personal affinity for them, and emotions can kind of cloud things. But when you respect somebody, that's not personal at all. That is like, you're forced to. Like, respect is commanded. You know what I mean?
A lot of people
That's
subconsciously
subjective.
disrespect people. I don't even think they realize it. It's not like someone's like, hey, you know what? I like them and they're really nice, so I'm just going to not respect them. That's not the thoughts. Subconsciously, people think to themselves like, okay, well, I like them and we're friends, but they also owe me. Whatever the level of that may be, people, you know, when they like each other, they're compatible or acquaintance, they feel like there's something to be owed. And when you are someone that people have respect for, you know, I don't owe you anything other than, you know, kindness.
I always feel like I'm pretty much generally liked by everyone I know, so I think that I would want more respect, but then I can't really think of how I would utilize.
Are you respected by everyone you know?
Am I respected by everyone I know? Oh, that's a good question. I would imagine so, but respect kind of feels like, I don't know, like an emotion that I'm unfamiliar with coming from other people. Like, I don't. It's not something I think about. So I
think of respect as like, okay, are they gonna, you know, respect my boundaries? It's like, don't show up to my house unwelcomed. You know,
Yeah.
don't think that what's mine is always yours. Things like that.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like I am. You guys respect me?
Yeah, I do.
I do.
Yeah, you bet.
But you know what's wild though?
What?
Sometimes it's almost like, I also know how you are as a person. So it's like, you're almost respected by, what's the word I'm looking for? You don't command respect. You don't enforce it.
Yeah.
But it's like people do because of that. It's because you're such a nice person. It's almost like that's what I respect, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
like
I don't
there are different ways to.
I don't know what I would do with it. You respect me. I'm like, okay, now what?
That's
You know?
real, man.
You'd
That's real.
appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, I do, but I don't know.
I will say this though, you're also you make it a point that be around. You keep people in your circle that you don't have to question too much of their behavior.
Yeah, that's a big
because
thing.
when you deal with people that might bring potential negativity to your situation, respect becomes that much more paramount. It's like
Yeah.
you need it, you know what I mean? Because you're dealing with some goofy people, you know what I mean? I'm kind of am more of that ilk. Like a lot of my friends are kind of, you know what I mean? So I have to, you're gonna respect me, you know what I mean? Because if that's not enforced, it can lead to.
So
What's the
what's the next question?
All right, next question. Life is blank.
Life is blank. Who's going first on this one? Who went first last time?
I can't remember.
You go.
I
KG,
spoke
kick it off.
first.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what is life, Jen? Life is blank.
To me, life is just a challenge. I look at it as like a game. I always compare life to like a game of Fortnite, where like, and I've never played Fortnite, but I watch people play it, and I know that, you know, like in the beginning you're on like, the Airbus,
Yeah.
and then they just drop you wherever, or you try to pick as hard as you can to drop at a certain spot. But you know, really in life, like we're always born into these situations that are unplanned or that are just natural, and we don't get to choose them. And then from there on out, we're I don't want to say fighting, but we're surviving and trying to find ways to create things that benefit us and that make our life better and get us to the end of the game. So I think of it that way. I always compare it to like the Hunger Games as well, where, you know, in some situations we do have to look out for each other against something, which would, I guess, just be, you know, the natural challenge of life. But also sometimes we are pitted against each other, where we do have to protect ourselves from other people and other things. So life to me is a challenge.
A challenge. Okay.
Life is blank.
Temporary. You know, if I really had to think about it, life is temporary. And it's probably the greatest lesson that I'm learning right now is just how temporary bonds between people can be, which is, you know, probably the most important thing in life to me, you know, one of the most important things. It's tough for me to come to terms with the fact that it is temporary. But because life is, you know, isn't infinite, it makes me decide to live my life the way that I do. You know, almost in a hedonistic kind of way. I like to live for the moment. I really believe, you know, you only have one life to live, and you should, you know, make the most of it. So I jump off into the deep end, into anything that I'm interested in, anything I love, anything I care about, because we don't have a lot of time, you know.
Temporary.
So life for me, it's temporary.
I got you. Life is affirmation. In my experience in life, I've noticed every person, whether you have to get it internally, affirmation, or externally, which can be evidenced by, if you go on social media right now, there are dozens of people, like there are millions of people that are just, they're looking for some type of exterior affirmation, like no matter what, don't let him, he can't control you.
Yeah.
No matter what you're going through, life gets better, such and such and such and such. So people need affirmation, but also internally. And the reason I say that is because in my personal experience, and then even with my close friends, whom like I like to talk with people and understand, when you go through stuff, it's almost like all life experience forces you to drive that into some type of wisdom that affirms who you actually are and what your place is, your niche, what you're supposed to be in this world.
Yeah, I see where you're going with that.
No matter what, that's the purpose. Life is a thing to be affirmed. The act of living is something to be affirmed. So you just have to be real about that. I guess that's my main thing. Like,
so what we're saying is that life is a temporary challenge to find
affirmation.
Hey, I'm down with that.
Y'all trying to switch it up, or what we looking like, Katie?
It is wine time.
Wine time?
Wine time. All right, time to switch. All right, let's see.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna need more.
Oh, yeah, pour more.
It's my turn to throw the cork.
Which one is this one?
That's the Moscato.
Okay.
That imagery of wine
Do you
is
not
art.
want to try it?
Oh yeah, I thought we're
I like
definitely
that.
gonna switch.
I like that.
All right. Oh yeah, I have yours. I can smell that peach.
You smell the peach, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, it's water was a pretty accurate comparison. But it is. I can taste. I almost like the fruit is pops out. I don't know if it's strawberry in here, but it's definitely really on the weaker side out of most of it. It's cab, right? Yeah.
Ugh,
Oh my god.
that is tough to swallow.
Uh,
Ugh.
I like it.
It tastes like peach soda.
There is some carbonation in here.
Oh, I gotta try that thing. I probably
Yeah,
love
that
it.
is-
You will like it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that is not for me. That is too sweet, and that carbonation is. I wanted to spit that out. I'm gonna be honest.
Wow. Oh, we got champagne here. What we got going on?
It's carbonated, yeah.
I love the smell to this, man.
I know,
It's almost
isn't it?
like
So
bubble
nice.
yum or something, man.
Okay.
But like perfume-ish. What's wrong?
You have cat hair in yours.
Well, that's better than peach.
Yeah, I do like it. We can switch.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's really light.
Yeah.
No, I didn't like
It might be a
yours.
Moscato head. I really like. Yeah.
Yeah,
like
I
this
think
one.
you do like Moscato is way better than anything else.
What are you doing? Want to come answer some questions with us?
Who's that, Tifa?
Yeah. All right. So,
This guy here.
what's our next
What's
question,
question
Katie?
number 3, Katie?
Next. If you were near the end of your life and you had the choice to die organically forever or to upload your consciousness to an eternal virtual reality, which would you choose?
I'm gonna go with uploading. I would definitely upload my consciousness into a computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if it's programmed the way, I mean, if it's going to be the way that we view it in sci-fi, where it's, you know, it's like the Matrix, if you will, and it's a utopia, it's a paradise. Why not? I mean, even if everyone you know and love and care about on planet Earth is dead, and everything that you care about gone, just gone. Would it matter? I mean, if you're living the life that you actually want to live in your wildest dreams, what would any of it matter? Would you rather suffer in life?
It's not
You know?
truth. It's not truth.
It didn't. Wait, what do you mean?
It's
I
not
mean, if that's
true.
your consciousness and that's what you know, why not? We'd rather be. We'd
Because
rather
the
be true or
reality
happy.
is there are things beyond our realm of knowledge, and to me, that's kind of what it means to be human. That's part of the human condition, to always traverse what lies beyond our knowledge. So if you have something that's not real, just like that's the purpose of the Matrix. But Neo, he had to, you know what I mean? They had to wake Neo up for a reason, man. It's like, or else he would have you just have this phony world, man. And that's tough for me. It's like, because even if it's ugly, you want to know what's real in this world. Am I wrong? Like part of the human condition is curiosity for what we don't know.
You have curiosity in the simulation.
But you're evading the truth of it. It's like there's a high-ish truth that we'll always attain to. I mean, strive to. So that's how I look at it. It's like why what you know what? There's a quote, and I thought it was really lit. It's a beautiful, rather an ugly truth than a beautiful lie. Y'all, you familiar with
Yeah,
that?
I'm familiar with that.
Well, to me, the grounding in that is that it's pretty much what we're talking about. It's almost like you don't want, even if it feels good, you want what's real. Even if it doesn't feel good. And that's how I look at it. It's like, okay, to answer that for me personally, I would die. To me, I don't see a happy life that isn't finite. Like when it's time to go, it's time to go, man. Like because the only alternative to that is to be immortal, which is the most unnatural of things, man. Like life only has meaning because it's
That
finite.
is natural. There are species on Earth right now that are immortal.
Elaborate.
Yeah, there's like.
Or they live a long time, but not
Yeah.
immortal. No,
Yeah,
nothing.
it is. Fact checker, we looked that up.
Thank you.
once.
Hold on. Wait. Thank you.
There's like a squid. There's like a squid
That just won't die
it's
unless
like, yeah,
something
just
like.
won't.
What
Yeah,
the hell kind of?
Yeah, it's immortal. So there are. That's
Even if
actually
something
very.
eats it?
Well,
No,
I
I
mean,
mean, like, if it gets eaten,
it won't die by aging. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
it will live, and unless it's something that on the exterior influences it, it will just continue to live. It's not affected by aging. No, that's just blowing my mind, bro.
Like,
Man,
if
y'all
something
playing, dude.
eats it, it's still gonna be alive. No, like, it's not invincible. It's just.
Hold on, but that's what immortal means. But like, you can't die, but you can. You know what I mean? But if you mean like something can live forever, that's so unnatural to me, man. It's like that's so unnatural.
Facts.
Okay, quick fact check. The New York Times has reported that some species of turtles and other sea animals may be able to live indefinitely if they were able to avoid predators and disease based on the fact that their organs do not seem to break down over time.
Wow.
That's from the New York Times. We can find some like scientific studies where like.
I believe it. I
This was
believe it.
according to a study at the University of Nottingham.
Oh.
Limitless regeneration also applies to aging and damaged tissue, allowing certain species of worms to cheat death, quote unquote, indefinitely.
So yeah, pretty natural. Not natural for most of us, but you know.
No, I get it. Would you upload your conscience into this fake world? I would just play with you, just.
I don't think so. No. I don't know. That's a hard one. Because I think that there would be risk factors, you know, and like I wouldn't
Virus
really.
being downloaded into this program or something.
Well, that or like I mean I don't know. So it would be like what, like I was frozen, and it was just
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I think just put me in the ground, let me decompose.
So I would say that when I was younger, you know, and I dated this girl, and we raised her daughters together. We broke up, and I wasn't able to see them anymore, and it was easily the most difficult thing I've ever experienced in my entire life. And if I had to choose between living in a simulation with the twins and being able to raise them and watch them grow up and be a part of their lives, or continue living life as I have so far, you know, without them, I easily would have chosen the simulation. You know, it was. I wouldn't say not just. It seems like it would be easier to make that choice, but it's more than that. It felt more fulfilling to choose something like that in a situation such as that. So I mean, like, if I could do it then, why not do it at the end of my life, where it's like, you know, you're gonna die anyway.
Yeah, I think for us, we're also religious too, and like we're kind of promised a better life in the next life. So
Watch that life be a simulation. You
Well,
gotta
it is.
head and
It's
it's like
all a
type in your
simulation,
username,
man.
you know. enjoy your simulation.
It's all a simulation. Look, a lot of people, the viewers might take this the wrong way, but I look forward to death because death is a release from, one thing you can't get around, it's self-evident, life is suffering. I think death is a very natural part of life because it releases you from that. You're here, you're supposed to make something, you're supposed to find a purpose in life, and then it's like, you know, you get released, you get, they let you out. It's like going to jail, man. You go, you do your time, and that's what life is. I know it might sound messed up, but that is the truth. You come, you serve a noble purpose, and then you make you bail out, and you get to rest in peace. You know what I mean? Because I mean, and the logic behind it is almost like, because if you are allowed to live forever, it's all gonna still come back. It's this bottomless logic of life is always gonna be life.
Life as we
There's
know
something
it right now.
you would, huh?
Life as we know it right now. But
It
if your
always-
life was, I don't know, in a utopia or in a simulation where everything was essentially perfect for you, that doesn't sound like endless suffering.
That's really cool. You know what? There might be a day where that comes, but so far in the history of, I don't know, everything, that just hasn't been the case. And until that happens, I promise you, if I would concede that, man.
Well, that's why it's hypothetical.
That would be lit, man.
Mhm.
It's very entertaining I guess I don't know. It's cool to entertain it, but I just don't think. I think what really makes life is that middle ground of chaos between, like you said, a complete utopia and complete nothingness. You know, that is life, man. It's that struggle. It's that battle. It's that challenge. You know what I mean? It's really cool.
Yeah. What's our final question of the day?
Who has impacted your life the most?
Who's gonna kick this off?
I've got a dear brother to me. His name's Michael Dunbar.
Oh,
and
Mike.
he's been as a lot of people know, I didn't grow up with a consistent father figure. I had stepdads, but he's been the most consistent person in my life to date. As a brother, and he showed me a lot of ways that helped me develop into a man, and it's him. And the why to that. I'm a very emotional individual naturally, and I grew up around primarily women. What happened was he was my first encounter with pure accountability, or the principle of accountability. He was that. And a testament to that is the fact that we're still friends and probably will be friends to the day I die. Like, he's just there. Even my own father wasn't there. And I think that's very important. Like, everybody can feel any type of way about life, but the impact he had was just profound on me personally, because I had nobody that emphasized just being there, no matter what. Accountability and responsibility. That's
Mike.
me.
No, legit.
Yeah, that's a bro. Hey, boy, you're goofy. I love you, man.
KG's over here getting emotional, bro. Look, it's getting teary eyed.
I'm keeping it a buck. What about you, sweetie?
You go, Georgia.
No, you go.
Okay.
You're next.
I would have to say my mom, just because she has just always, even from like a young age, I just always saw my mom as just like a superhero. Like, she did everything for me and still does, and she just always has the answers to everything. She just, to me, always seems to have life figured out. She always has a solution to every problem. And I mean, there are times where I just am riding down the road and I don't even want to listen to music. I don't want to do anything, but I just want to talk to my mom. So, and even though I spend so much time with her, I'll just call her just to talk to her all the time. So she's really my most influential person. She gave me my sense of humor. She gave me so much wisdom and so much love, and taught me how to respect and how to take respect. And I think we teach each other and challenge each other so much each and every day. So she is the most important person in my life, and I really cannot imagine my life without her, even though one day, I will have to live without her. And I hate even thinking about it, but
You might die first.
I somehow, when I was little, I used to hope so. Isn't that funny?
No,
that's actually real. I respect that. That's real as hell, man.
Yeah, when I was younger, I used to want to go out first, but then I would think, I would retract that thought, because I would think, oh well, she would be upset if I went first, and I'd never want my mom to have to go through any more pain. My mom's been through so much. If anybody knows my mom, God, she has been through some shit. But anyways.
My turn. Okay. So mine isn't even going to be a real life human. I don't know why that probably does not surprise anyone. But the most influential person or character for me is Forrest Gump. It's the only person I have tattooed on me. Forrest Gump, just the way that he lives his life, the wisdom that I've gotten from him, it's shaped who I am as a person. More than any one particular person, I think overall. I got a lot of character traits from my mom, some from my dad, some from friends, but no one has shaped me in more ways as thoroughly as Forrest Gump. So he's definitely gonna be my answer.
What's the clock look like? I want you to elaborate on that a little, if we have the time. We good?
2 minutes until wine time.
Okay. The way that Forrest Gump just views the world, he's so pure, and he believes. I wouldn't say believes it. He just understands that people just are just good, you know. I love that line where he says, you know, Lieutenant Dan says that he invested a lot of money in some fruit company, and it happens to be Apple computers, and he's like, "Hey, we don't have to worry about money anymore." And he said, "Good, that's one less thing," you know. And I mean, just how he doesn't care about money. It doesn't bring him happiness. He doesn't care about it, and that's how I feel. How he treats his friends and the people that he loves and care about. It's just, you know, it's inspiring. When he said, you know, I just felt like running, and he just ran across America just because, and he was like fully committed. It's, I don't know, that makes me want to be
Forrest Gump.
more me than I am. So Forrest Gump is definitely going to be.
Tom Hanks killed that, by the way. But
Tom Hanks wasn't even in that movie. I don't see him. There's no Tom Hanks. It's just Forrest. That's how I view it.
facts.
All right. Well, I think that pretty much wraps up this episode,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So thank you, Allie, for our toast, and we're gonna be toasting to Buki. Hey.
One more time for Buki.
Thank
Happy
you, Katie.
Father's Day, by the way, to all the fathers out there. God damn it, I'm gonna say Independence Day.
What did you say?
Y'all make sure. Independence Day. She's goofy. Happy 4th of July, man.
Yeah.
Y'all make sure to like and subscribe.
And tell us what to drink next. I'm tired of choosing my own wines. You guys choose something for us, please.
Yeah. Actually, I did really well today with my peach moscato, but
You did. I'm about to help you out. I got you.
You did good for you. Good job.
Appreciate it.